could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check.
On first down, Jefferson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch motion. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Out.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there. Also a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set, ready. 6-yard. 45. Hey, watch the slant. Nice start. He's traveling. He's green.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 45. Right here, right here. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels on the move. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, Daniels. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more. Specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Switch.
Allen now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt. So let it be under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo! Pass 85, pass 85. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Slam, slam, slam.
Now Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check 31, Johnny.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff working right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Jefferson. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This is Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Check 45 is the mic. Check 45 is the mic. Let's go, D. 45.
On 3rd down, Daniels is going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Off the play fake. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. No, squeeze.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some... And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And an alley to run. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Hey, exit.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll go again to Jones. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now they'll throw without him. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll head out of bounds. Inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st down, Mack. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 45's the Mike. Check 45's the Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 4th down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. 55. Hey, eat.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the score